what made you think real estate investing is the solution?
Well, I actually read a book called, I think it was like Smart Women Finish Rich. And it was talking about like putting money back basically until you're in your 60s. And like, then you'll walk away and you'll have all this money to retire. And I was like, well, what about now? Like I don't want to work till I'm in my 60s. I don't even know if I'll make it to be in my 60s.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, so I just really started like rethinking what that might look like. And yeah, that I don't know. And that's where I'm at now.
So that book was about like getting to retirement essentially.
Yeah. And I was like, there's gotta be a quicker path. And of course, if you go out there and you look for the get rich quick schemes, there really aren't any. But real estate is, in my mind, a shorter path than putting your money in, say, your 401k with a 3% match until you're 65. So,
Yeah, I agree. I got, similar kind of thing where started with like the end in mind.
mhm.
And yeah, a lot of the typical, financial information is like built on, hey, cut your expenses, save as much money as you can, put some money in the stock market. You realize that and you said you started taking action while you were at your corporate job.
Yeah, I owned, I think 4 rentals before I got laid off from my corporate job. And I was under contract for my first flip when I got laid off also.
Now, as you were like, getting into owning some of those rentals, did you have any like fears or hesitations about getting into investing, or were you just like gung ho, like I'm going to do this and just started pulling the trigger? Some people
Uh, s-
started
I
pulling
I
everything.
love this question because I used to have a very low risk tolerance. And I think a lot of that was I, started my financial journey listening to Dave Ramsey. And, he tells you to pay everything off, save up, pay your house off, all of those things. So, yeah, I had a very low risk tolerance. And I would say, even today, yes, I still get scared. Yes, I still have fears when I go out and buy another property. Like everything could go wrong. But to me, I look at risk like, well, this is a risk I'm taking. Staying exactly the same to me is a bigger risk. Um, so, so yeah, I think either way you go about it, you're taking a risk. I would rather take the path where my risk possibly could bring me some rewards as well.